Hi everybody, my name's Alison. Welcome to my channel, Ancient Oak Psychic Arts. Today I'm going to go ahead and do a daily reading for the sign of Leo. All right, let's go ahead and see what the universe wants to tell Leo today. All right, so here we go. We have the Magician. We have the Page of Swords. We have the Justice card. We have the 10 of Cups. We have the 5 of Swords. We have the Page of Pentacles for your opportunity. We have the Emperor for your challenge. We have the King of Cups. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look around the room. We have 1, 2, 3 major arcana. The rest are the minor arcana out of the 8 anchor cards. So let's go ahead and take a look at your overall energy, and I'll pull clarifiers as we go. Recent past, the Magician. Present energy, the Page of Swords. Near future is the Justice card. I like this for you, Leo. First off, recent past, you are manifesting in whatever it is that you're desiring, what your dreams are right now. You're really working towards something very special in your life. You're putting all your time, effort, energy, and maybe even finances into something that you really want to create for yourself. I feel like this could be a lifestyle. It could be just the quality of life that you're looking for, but you're really focused on that. Then we have in your present energy, we have this Page of Swords. I think you're reevaluating and recalibrating what it is that you were working on in your recent past. I think that you're kind of doing this little check-in on yourself. Nothing big, but you're taking a moment to take a look at everything and seeing if you are doing everything in the order you feel you need to make something happen. You are reevaluating, and I like that for you because you're grounded, right? This is you using logic, rational analysis to figure out what it is that you want to do, but you're really calm, cool, and collected because you have your eye on the prize. Then we're looking at your near future, which is the Justice card. This is you standing in your true authentic self. Whatever it is that you're working on, whether it's career, relationships, whether it's friendships or romantic relationships, maybe deepening a connection with your current partner. This could be your health, your finances, and anything in the earthly realm and in the spirit realm. It's also that connection to source. Maybe just being in a loving vibration, period, right? A lot of people are doing a lot of work on themselves, and it could be all of the above. Excuse me. But this Justice card is telling me that you're standing in your true authentic self, and you have a lot of integrity in your life. When you're doing what is right, that's when things really line up for you, and it allows you to feel very deeply on an intuitive level. For me, this card is you knowing right from wrong. So you're standing in your integrity. You're very fair. You're very balanced. You're very intelligent. In the near future, I think you're seeing the big picture on what is coming in. And if you're in a legal matter, this is you doing what is right. And it's really guiding yourself into having balance in that. Because if it's a legal matter, that can get very emotional. Especially if there's a lot on the line, whether it's finances, if it's a divorce, maybe it's child custody, or just the division of assets, that's very emotional. No one gets married with the idea of getting a divorce unless you're a psychopath or a gold digger. So this could be something that's actually very traumatic right now, very emotional. But you're being very balanced and very mature about this. This card also talks about protecting the innocent. This could be small children. This could be animals. This could be seniors that don't have a voice for themselves. Maybe they're in a care facility. This is you being a protector in a leadership position. This is you doing what is right. Because this world's gotten really weird. This is you doing what's right. If you have children or parents maybe in a care facility, or children that are in daycare or just at a regular school, it's okay for you to pop in unannounced. In fact, I would highly recommend it, and at different times. Don't go to the same time, Friday, 5 p.m. No, they know when to expect you. Mix it up and come in unannounced. Make sure they're getting the care that they need, right? And I'm telling you, if you have a senior that's in a care facility, make sure their diapers are being changed. Make sure that You know, they are really getting the right care. Check in with them, even if they can't speak, depending, like if it's a deep stage in dementia, maybe they can at least blink their eyes and let you know, are you getting the right care? 2 blinks for yes, 1 blink for no. I mean, try and do something, because sometimes they also over medicate these patients so that they are not a problem. So just when this card shows up, I always feel like I need to say that, because part of that role of this deck is to be a role of a protector, right? So that's something that's huge. All right, let's go ahead and get clarifiers. Beautiful energy. I'll give it one more shuffle. All right. Oh, we have the Ace of Pentacles, the 6 of Wands. We have the 5 of Swords, and this is crazy on the table. 5 of Swords I just pulled as a clarifier, and this 5 of Swords is directly underneath it. Same card, different deck. Wow. 5s are difficult energies. Nothing you can't work through, but they are a little difficult. That's why it's actually called Swords, can also be called challenges. Okay, and then we have the King of Challenges. The King of Swords just showed himself. For the Justice card, it's being clarified by the 10 of Pentacles and the Justice card. Oh my God, you can't make this up. I have to show you. Same card, different deck. So you really have a lot going on, and I'll get to that in a minute. Wow. Wow. Okay, let me put it back in the right order. Okay, when we're looking at your recent past, the Magician energy, you really having an intense focus. And that's also when you're able to see several moves ahead. You really know what you want. I think that you've been ruminating on it for quite some time, and it's being clarified by the Ace of Pentacles and the 6 of Wands. All aces are literally gifts and blessings from the universe and new beginnings, and you just got one with the Magician. So whatever it is that you're working on in the material world, because we're looking at Pentacles, so that's going to be relationships, that's going to be your work, your career, your retirement, it's going to be your finances. Another word for Pentacles is coins. You're also looking at your health, you're looking at housing, location, relocation, travel, everything in the 3D. You getting a pet, you getting up and going for coffee every morning. That's what this is. It's everything in this earthly realm. It doesn't matter how big or how small. It's what you're manifesting in. So this is something that's really coming in for you. These seeds that you've planted are starting to come to fruition. It's allowing you to walk through the next portal for victory and success. I love this. This is victory and success after a struggle too. So this tells me that whatever you go through, you come out a winner. You come out on the other side. Maybe you've got some bruises. That's okay. Remember, this is after a struggle, but at the end of the day, you come out winning, and there's people all around you that they see the struggle that you've gone through. They're cheering you on. This might even be one of those moments where, you know, you feel these accolades coming in from other people, and that's pride in a job well done for you, right? Maybe you need that recognition. Maybe that helps further what it is that you're trying to do in your life. When if you're a public figure, when if you're a leader in a company, you own your own business, you want that public recognition, and that's something that's coming in for you. Then we have, in your present energy, we have the Page of Swords being clarified by the 5 of Swords and the King of Swords. And remember, this other 5 of Swords is directly below it in the guidance and advice from Spirit. So the present energy is all sword. I just want to show you again. The Page, the King, and the 5, all sword energy. Swords are thoughts, words, ideas. So that page where you're thinking about everything, and it's like you're doing like this review and possible recalibration because you're so focused, you're so on point. This is you really standing back and looking at everything. You're leaving emotion out. There is no cup energy in your energy right now, Leo. None. So this is you in your head. This is you really looking at things from a calm, cool, rational, collected perspective. And I love this. I love it. This is you taking in as much information as you can. You're connecting dots. You're coming up with a plan, a strategy, and you're being brutally honest with yourself, like an adult. You're saying, is this going to work out? Yes, yes, maybe here, but yes, here, no, that's not working. And you're able to take in all of that information, and maybe you're going to take a calculated risk. It's 80% going to happen. You're willing to have that 20% as a wild card. You're willing to take that chance, or maybe it's even less than that. Maybe it's just a calculated risk of maybe 90%, sure thing, 10%, doesn't matter. Whatever it is, it's what you're comfortable with, but you're seeing it for what it is. You're seeing the truth. You have a lot of clarity in your life right now, and that clarity is transformational. It's allowing you to stand in your truth, see the truth, and really also speak your truth. I feel like there's a lot of communication that's coming in, and that's something that you feel the need to speak. The Five of Swords, this could be somebody around you, or it could even be yourself, where, you know, if it's you, you're looking out for number one, and it could be somebody else looking out for number one. If there's some disharmony in your life, it could be it's a relationship that you're having with someone, and you both see things very differently, and each person is out for their own self-interest. That doesn't have to be a negative thing. Everybody's their own unique individual. But if somebody does have a hidden agenda and they're trying to manipulate you to do something, then that's a little different. But this is really telling me that really you're on point, that you're out for your own self-interest. And again, it could also be somebody else. The energies could be moved around, but that is not a bad thing. Again, you are so on point for what it is that you want to create in your life. I don't think that that is a negative thing that's coming in. I think that you really are trying to work with these. This can be obstacles coming in, but I really feel, when I feel into the energy of the card, that it's really that you're focused on your own self-interest. So that means if you do encounter an obstacle, you're going to try and move through it, go around it, whatever it is that you need to do, pick your battles so that you are still on point. Because when we get into your near future, this is so beautiful. You've got the Justice card being clarified by the Justice card and the Ten of Pentacles. Everything you're striving for, this whole energetic reading for you so far is this card. This is the Ten of Pentacles. It's what everybody wants. When we say keep your eye on the prize, this is the prize. This is the Tree of Life. This prize is by the first card, what you're focused on to create for yourself. You have a gift and blessing from the universe to create something for yourself, or plural, some things, for victory and success. This is what you're getting victory and success in, the eye on the prize. Something tells me, I just got the goosebumps, that maybe it's something that really you're owed. Maybe it's karmic justice that's coming in. For some reason, for some people, maybe it's something that you're kind of owed. I'm not really the kind of person that talks like that, because I do believe that people really need to work for something. But if you've been wronged somehow, maybe this is something where it's coming back to you, and this is allowing you to maybe recoup something that you've lost, or something that was denied you, and now it's the wheels are aligning in the Wheel of Fortune. I know it's not here yet, but it's like it has that feeling like everything is lining up for you, where you're able to be made whole again, if that makes sense. It's kind of like if you made a bad investment, or someone stole money from you in an investment. Let's say you lost $100,000, and then maybe it takes you a couple years, and then all of a sudden you're made whole. Maybe you make an investment and you suddenly have that money back. You have a job offer, you suddenly make that money back. Something comes in for you and you have that. It's like it's restored. It's not the exact same, but it's restored. It has that kind of feeling to it. Again, this is the traditional card, is what I'm trying to say, where you've got your sword of truth, your scales are balanced, and you're standing in your true authentic self. And that is very empowering. The fact that it's here twice really tells me that there's something going on. And then, this is Libra energy. So that's going to be air energy, a lot of sword energy here in this reading. So this is really telling me that, again, you're sizing things up on an intellectual level. There's no cup energy here. That's amazing. So cups, love, your emotions, your intuition, your connection to source, your subconscious mind. Now, I just feel that you're so in your head, that you're so focused that this is coming in. And like I said, it's almost like you're owed this that's coming in. Like you've worked hard and maybe things haven't worked out and they don't work out and they don't work out. And now the floodgates are open and this is coming in for you, but you're working for it and it's coming in for you. It's not where that you're passively sitting there waiting for something to fall in your lap. You're really focused and on point for it. That is your current energy, Leo. Now I'm going to go ahead and look at the guidance and advice from Spirit. We have the 10 of Cups, the 5 of Swords, that's here twice, and the Page of Pentacles. So when I say everybody has their eye on the prize, it's this 10 of Pentacles. Well, guess what? The other prize is the 10 of Cups. Everybody wants the 10 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles, and you just got both. So when we are looking at, again, 10 of Cups, the 5 of Swords, and the Page of Pentacles, and the guidance and advice from Spirit, Spirit is saying, again, keep your eye on the prize. If you are looking to have quality people in your life, quality friends, quality relationships, maybe a romantic partner, or if you're in a partnership, this is you deepening that connection, strengthening those bonds, maybe having date night, appreciating each other because it's mutual exchange. This is that moment. This is happy, joyful family, or what makes you happy, right? Maybe being alone with an animal makes you happy. You don't need somebody else in your life, and that's okay. It's whatever's making you happy, genuinely happy. Follow your joy. That's what this card represents. And we have the 5 of Swords, which again is here twice. It's this on the table, same card, different deck, traditional deck. This is saying if you have some obstacles in your life, pick your battles. Be smart about it. Live to fight another day. This tells me that there might be some big obstacles coming in. So Spirit is basically saying, be aware of that and choose wisely when they present. If you know something is really big and it's too big for you to take on, step aside. You don't have to take it on, because if you do, you run the risk of having it set you back months, if not years. So like, I'm a fighter. I'm never one to tell anybody not to fight, but you need to learn and pick your battles wisely, because when you take something on that's so big, maybe it's so big it can bury you financially, it can bury you emotionally, spiritually, and then you're kind of left flailing around, and maybe it takes you years to recuperate from a bad relationship, right? From finances, maybe being drained or stolen. I mean, there's like certain things that will really drain you, and you have to spend that time getting back to it. It's that opportunity that you want to avoid. Then we have this opportunity coming in, this Page of Pentacles, and this is my Hamlet card, to act or not to act, to be or not to be. And so for him, he's so young, sometimes he's not sure if he should act on something or not. And this is that moment where you want to gather more information, more knowledge about something to see if it is the right choice for you. So again, if you're not sure, get a little more information so you can choose wisely. This is an opportunity in the 3D that's coming in the earthly realm. Could be this opportunity. Because remember, you have your eye on the prize. So let's get some clarifiers. All right. We have the King of Pentacles. We have the 2 of Swords. We have the Page of Wands. We have the 5 of Wands. We have the Hanged Man and the Lover's card. Okay. Guidance and advice from Spirit. 10 of Cups being clarified by King of Pentacles, 2 of Swords. This is that moment where whatever's bringing you joy is going to be reflected in the 3D, in the earthly realm. That tells me that when you find your true joy, that's when everything really lines up for you. It's kind of like when you do what you love, the money follows. And that's what this reminds me of. When you do what you love, the money follows. When you're with the person you love, it makes it easier to go to work. It makes it easier for you to start your own business or whatever, because you have that beautiful, loving support system. It's one of those moments. It's kind of like someone said, you know what? I like to garden. I don't know how I'm going to make any money doing that. And that's what I truly love. That's my passion. Well, there's ways to do that. Maybe you start selling at a farmer's market. Maybe you sell seeds, right? You start doing other things and you make your own business. And then when you're passionate about it and you have a quality product, people will reward you. They will see that and then they will buy from you. And that's something that's kind of coming in. It's that energy where when you do what you love, the money follows. But it's always having this loving support system that helps. Again, whether it's people or animals, because again, some people, they're not with other people. They're hermit mode, and that's okay. Then we have, again, the King of Pentacles, the Two of Swords. This is you trusting your intuition on this. So that tells me when you're following your joy, you trust your intuition, go within and let that guide you. You might not be able to see it. You are looking at everything. That's your energy. But sometimes if you're not sure, close your eyes and go within. Because when you lose that sense, your sense of nose, your hearing, your taste, touch, everything else is amplified. That's something that's coming in for you. Then we look at the Five of Swords with these obstacles. And that's being clarified by the Page of Wands and the Five of Wands. So this is you just taking the first step. Are you going to take it on or are you going to step aside? This is you literally taking action on it. That tells me it's an obstacle that does need attention. Whether the attention is to move out of its way or to take it on, this is you taking an action on whatever that's going to be, because there's going to be drama, strife, and chaos around it. So we've got two fives here. We've got the Five of Swords, which is obstacles, and the card of drama and strife, this Five of Wands. So this tells me that this obstacle is going to create havoc, mayhem. So just be aware of that and step aside or take it on, whatever it might be. What if it's going to be an unruly teenager? That's your child. You know, you kind of, what are you going to do? Are you going to take them on, or are you just going to let them get away with that bad behavior? It's that kind of energy. Then we have the Page of Pentacles, and that's being clarified by two major arcanas, the Hanged Man and the Lover's card. So with that Page of Pentacles, this is about you taking a time out, getting a different perspective on it. I think that getting a different perspective will give you knowledge, and you'll understand what that opportunity is and if you so choose to take it. Because remember, the universe will present you with good and bad opportunities. It's up to you to use your discernment to find out what it is that you want. Gaining this different perspective will allow you to really understand if it's right for you. You're not just taking it on head on. You're looking at different angles, getting more education on it. Then we have the Lover's card. Again, choices from the heart. That's what it is. It's choices from the heart. Do what you love and the money follows if that's what you're doing, right? Be around the people that you love. Do what you love. We say it all the time. So many people say that. And it's true. Do what you love, the money follows. You raise your vibration. The people that are not going along with you, they're not rising up at the same level or at all, they fall to the side, and then you're finding your tribe. It's that kind of energy. It is you doing what it is that you love, with the people you love, the places you love, the things that you love. Right here, choices from the heart. That is the guidance and advice from Spirit. Now let's look at your opportunity and your challenge. Your opportunity is the Emperor. Be a boss. Just like that Justice card here twice in your near future. Be a boss. Be a leader. Lead by example. You know, this is you really stepping up to the plate. This is you leading the way on what it is that you want to do. And I think you're also setting a moral ground. People are watching you. Your kids are watching you. Anybody that you interact with is watching you. This is you being a boss and enjoying it, being an excellent leader. That's your opportunity. Your challenge is the King of Cups. Well, I just want to double check. So, some water here, but this is the only actual cup card in this reading. Oh, no, it's not. I'm sorry. 10 of Cups. It was hidden. I'm sorry. 10 of Cups. Okay, so we only have 2 cup energies. Oh my God. 10 of Cups, the card everybody wants, and then the King of Cups. Wow. Wow. Now, this is in the challenge position. So, does the challenge mean it's impossible? No. The challenge just means you have to work a little harder at it to achieve it. And when you do, it's incredibly rewarding. King of Cups. The King of Cups has explored his emotions to such a deep level that really nothing stirs or moves him. Drama and strife, seen it before. I don't like it. It doesn't affect me. I move away from it. Right? It's that kind of energy. It's like he's not going to give it his energy. He's not going to put fuel on the fire. I love this. This is in your challenge position. So let's find out why. All right. So for your opportunity, we've got the Queen of, I'm not the opportunities. Yeah, opportunity, Queen of Wands. I don't know. Sorry, Queen of Swords. I had a vision come in. That's what happened, if you're wondering. Then we had the Judgment card and the 4 of Pentacles. Okay. All right, so for the opportunity, we have the beautiful Emperor being clarified by 2 queens, the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Swords. And I just want to say this, since we have the queens, the Emperor is all 4 kings put together, and that makes him the Emperor. All the kings have done all the work, and they have mastered the kingdom, and now you have the Emperor. So then it's interesting he's got the 2 queens, Queen of Wands, Queen of Swords. So that Emperor energy, being able to take that role of a boss, this is you self-actualizing. This is you literally taking action, following the sun, going towards this sense of optimism and enthusiasm, and not having any fear and not holding yourself back. So he's definitely not holding himself back. And this is that energy that's coming in, a lot of fire, a lot of passion that's coming in. That tells me that you're on the move. You've done a lot of thinking in your energy up here. Your opportunity is to really make it happen. And with the Queen of Swords, more sword energy. This is you having absolute clarity on what it is that you want to self-actualize. It's transformational what you've got, more butterflies. This is you really seeing the truth. Her head is above the clouds and you're getting a bird's eye view. You see the big picture of what it is that you want to do. You are keeping your eye on that prize, that 10 of Pentacles, and the other prize, that 10 of Cups. Spirit is putting it in the guidance and advice from Spirit because it doesn't want you to forget love. Okay? What you're focused on in the earthly realm, but also love. What are you passionate about? Do not underestimate your passion. And if you don't have passion right now, if you're feeling down or low or you're frustrated, find that spark again, and that will help give you that energy and motivation for you to go and do something and self-actualize, find some happiness there. Then we have, again, that Queen of Swords with the Queen of Wands for you to see with clarity and the self-actualize and make something happen as a leader. Wow, very, very powerful energy. That's your opportunity. Your challenge is this King of Cups. And the King of Cups is being clarified by the Judgment card and the 4 of Pentacles. This is you really being called out of your old life into your new life. This is your higher self telling you, hey, follow your heart. Use your intuition and really trust it and go for what it is that you want. This is you, though, going on. So to me, this is a new beginning, and this is you closing a chapter. So for you to tap into that King of Cups energy, it's you closing the door to a chapter, and you're starting a new life. And again, it could be that you're going into a new arena, because when we get into your near future, you've got the Justice card twice. Beautiful. With this 4 of Pentacles, this is a stubborn, stuck energy. This is you having to be more flexible going forward. That would really benefit you, because that stubborn, stuck energy is not benefiting you. And that's a moment where, you know, you're being called to judgment on that. You can be a little too rigid in things, and that's okay to a point, but not when it becomes detrimental. So it's that balancing act. Remember, and this card is here twice. It's a balancing act. So, you know, and this can be rigid too, you know, really standing in that moral integrity. But know that gray area exists too, and be a little flexible when you need to be. And that's where you're using your intelligence and your discernment to realize that. And that is your challenge. So it's pretty easy. Your challenge is easy for you to tap into that King of Cups when you're a little more flexible, and when you're looking at something leaving you because a new beginning is coming in and your higher self is just calling you into this new life. That's you, again, that movement. There's movement here in this reading. There's a lot of movement, taking a first step, self-actualizing. When you start doing that type of movement, that's when I think a lot of doors open for you and things just start to line up. Wow, Leo, that's what I have for you for today. That is your opportunity. That's your challenge. It's there for everybody, but not everybody grabs it, yet it is available. Because those, to me, are wild card areas. The energy is absolutely there for you, Leo, but not everybody grabs it. But it's absolutely there. And if you could, please do me a favor, like, share, and subscribe. It really helps out the channel. And leave a comment if this resonates with you. And definitely leave a comment and let me know where you're watching from. I'm getting ready to travel, and I'm taking a tally. Scotland, I'm coming there. I can't wait. And what else to tell you? Oh, I have a special. So if you'd like to book a reading with me or messages from your loved ones, definitely go ahead and take advantage of that. That's going till December 2nd. There is a deadline. So if you're interested, definitely go ahead and sign up. All right, everybody, sending you lots of love. Bye for now.